Hi guys, this is Artie here, and today we will be ranking all the Violette1st characters from good to evil. I mostly see popular TV shows and cartoons get ranked in a good to evil video, but I hardly ever see web shows, so I'm going to give this a shot with the Violette1st Raging series. The cast in the web series isn't the largest, but there is depth to the main characters and they fluctuate between good and bad, such as William and Andy for example. They get back at each other through pranks or may redeem themselves to go back to being bad afterwards. On top of the list is the late Aunt Lee, Violet's aunt and the great aunt of William. She's never destroyed anything in the series and is one of the most compassionate characters. We've only seen her a few times, but we can tell she cares for others' achievements, such as when they celebrated William getting his play button on Thanksgiving until Lucy ruined it. Lee is a great cook and greatly cares about family gatherings such as Thanksgiving, and also cares for her family and all animals, even spiders. Unfortunately, she passed away in late 2017, and Violet regarded Aunt Lee as very empathetic and she could always turn to her for help. The second most good character is Violet's mother, more known as William's grandma. We only see her one or two times in the series, but is never known to destroy anyone's belongings and is a very quiet character. I believe the only time she is seen is in William ruins Lucy's birthday in 2017, where her only line is telling William to stop. Nothing else is really known about her, and she is a benign cast member, so Grandma is higher up on the list. Next up on the list is Lucy's adopted son Zachary, a playful and eager toddler who just wants to play all day. Since he is only a kid, he isn't capable of any destruction like other characters we will get to later on the list. He has thrown temper tantrums a few times, but doesn't really put him any lower on the list, since he's only a child after all. Hopefully, he doesn't grow up to be like his destructive Uncle William. Not much is known about him, nor is anything known about his biological parents and his family. He did make appearances in a few videos such as William axes Pumpkin in the Thanksgiving play button video. And now we have William and Lucy's older sister Kelsey. Barely anything is known about her, other than she appeared in a handful of videos including the pilot, William and Kelsey's sibling rivalry, Fight Over the Wii, The Toaster Oven is on Fire, and the Olive Garden Freakout video. It is unknown why she's hardly ever seen, but we can infer that she has other responsibilities as an adult, just like why we saw Lucy less and less. Kelsey has a sibling rivalry with William, like when they argued over who was worse, and when they fought over William's Wii. But overall, she is a good sister. She even tried to help Violet and William put out the toaster oven fire after they overcooked the mozzarella sticks. Next up is the narrator, recorder, and William's mother, Violet. She is a caring, responsible, and sympathetic mom who loves having family moments. Violet often defends William from Bill's rude behavior and tries to cheer him up whenever he's in a bad mood. What knocks her down a few points is forcing her vegetarian habits on the family and being way too much of a health nut. Not only that, at times she can be a motor mouth and not know when to stop, often making matters worse. She hardly ever intervenes when William acts destructively and almost always enables his lazy and aggressive behavior. However, her heart is often in the right place and never intends to intentionally hurt anyone. Usually Violet's ignorance and temper getting the best of her is often her downfall. And for the last good character we have William's stoner cousin, Andy. He's a cool dude who likes to chill with the family and hang out and to pull pranks on William. Not as destructive as William, but doesn't mean he is capable of any dangerous actions. He usually only does pranks and stunts as revenge rather than starting them, such as when he threw William's AC off the roof after he threw his phone in the pool. Earlier on in the series, he is more immature and childish, such as fighting William while screaming, "No!" and when he annoyed William with his polar bear paw slippers. I swear Andy has a weird furry paw fetish or something, I'm not sure. As the series goes on, he becomes more mature and chill and learns not to react to William's unhinged statements. Even though he can get into fights from time to time, he has a decent relationship with his family. You could even say he's a family guy. Now we are entering the gray area territory, starting with the main character and protagonist, William. He is the most mixed entry on this list, so we have quite a bit to say. He can be cruel, crude, moronic, quick to temper, and a stubborn teenager, but at times he shows remorse for his family, such as when he put aside all drama trying to give Violet a good Mother's Day, and when he sacrifices Christmas money to replace the objects he broke. He starts out as a dim-witted teenager obsessed with video games who occasionally resort to the violence, but later on in the series he becomes extremely short-tempered and a pyromaniac who'll destroy anything in his path over the slightest inconveniences. For example, he burns the Xbox One S that his dad Bill bought him for Christmas since it wasn't the Xbox Series X, and ruins the salad he was given for dinner. Thankfully, he has a soft side and cares about his family after all, even though he does not show it often. He's made apology cakes, replaced a few electronics he destroyed, and has shown gratitude towards Violet's support. The other one in the gray area is William's sister Lucy, who teeters between neutral and evil. The reason why she is lower than William is because she often antagonizes and bullies William for no reason or just to start drama. In the Thanksgiving play button video, she annoys William by acting egocentric and sassy, saying that she is the star of the Violette1st Raging series and appeared in more videos than William, which is obviously not true at all. She proceeds to snatch the play button award from William and run away with it and tease him in the driveway of Aunt Lee's house. Fortunately, Violet has a makeup at the end of the video and William gets his award back. Another time Lucy was cruel and thoughtless is when she shredded William's GTA 5 disc and when she drowned his Xbox One in a river while in Florida. What saves her from being fully evil is that, like most characters on this list, she still cares about everyone at the end of the day, and she is a good mother to Zachary, which makes him very joyful about that. Now we are entering truly evil territory, starting with William's father Bill. He is a greedy, selfish, moronic, argumentative, irritable, lazy, and entitled slob who torments William and even the rest of the family to an extent. They used to have a good relationship until one day William took it too far and burned Bill's old car. Understandably, Bill is furious with him, but he is mean to him even years later and is hardly ever kind to William. He always calls him a jerk, dingbat, and an idiot. I recall the only times he was nice was during the earlier stages of this series when he helped William save his Wii from his sister and William sacrificed his Christmas money to help pay for the car window he broke and they hugged. His worst action was when he teamed up with Andy to tie up William and burn his Xbox. It's just unspeakable. It was so bad that the video was taken down by YouTube. Thankfully, some of his actions may have been staged for acting purposes and he is actually an okay father at times, but it doesn't excuse his behavior however. Another detail that doesn't make him truly a supervillain is the last-minute redemption video in Christmas 2021, where Bill believed he bought an Xbox Series X at the flea market for William, but it was actually an Xbox One S. It unfortunately ends up getting destroyed by William, but at least Bill was thoughtful. Better late than never, I guess. Another evil character is Nasty Nancy, a lady that works at the town bakery in Mount Airy, Maryland. Not much is known about her, but there's a chance she intentionally messed up Bill's birthday cake in the video, William slams cake in Dad's face. But the more likely scenario is that William was nibbling off bits of the chocolate cake. Anyways, we can infer she's a rude bakery worker and does not value her job or the customers. I know any job in retail, food service, or customer service sucks, but you have to stay professional and treat almost everyone with respect. She probably ruined other people's orders in the past and has encountered Violet and her family. Not much else to say due to lack of information, but a tad bit worse than Bill. Next evil one on the list is the next door psycho neighbor, who does not have a name. She has threatened to call the cops on the family numerous times due to their loud and hazardous behavior outside. I guess William's weekly fires got out of hand and she finally snapped and decided she wanted the Violette1st family behind bars. In a luggage dispute video, she can be heard screaming and threatening to call the police if they don't seize their loud argument. Violet claims that she even called the cops one time, which is why they have to be more careful in the driveway. The second most evil character on this list is Stupidest Living Organism, also known as William's Troll. When Violet auctioned William's worn out shoes for some odd reason, he trolled the bid by placing a bid for over $70,000. Violet and William got very excited and thought they were going to become rich and save for William's future, but it turns out they weren't receiving a single penny. Another instance of his horrible behavior is when he stalked and filmed William in the school corridor. It is not confirmed that it is the same troll, but however, it is very likely. He has never shown any positive actions and only has a negative impact on the family. And the number one most evil Violette1st character and supervillain is Rotten Rebecca. She was Andy's mentally insane ex-girlfriend that tried to stalk him and was abusive towards him. She was only mentioned twice in the series, once in Andy Hates Rotten Rebecca and again in William and Andy Beat Each Other with their pepperoni sticks. When editing, I just realized that she was also mentioned in Update, News, and More. Oh, also she's also mentioned in Violet Throws Dishes at William and Andy. I forgot about that too. There is infinitesimal information on her, but based on the Rotten Rebecca video, she stalked, harassed, and antagonized Andy to the point a court date had to be arranged and a restraining or no contact order was put into effect. Stalking is no joke and just plain creepy and psychotic behavior, and can be life-threatening depending on the situation. Even though she is the most evil, she is the most mysterious and I wish they made a video explaining her backstory or why Andy broke up with her in the first place. And that is every Violette1st character ranked. Think I forgot a point or have your own opinion on how this could have been ranked? Leave a comment and we can discuss. Thanks for watching and I would like to thank Violette1st Wiki for the research and the Violette1st YouTube channel for videos as references. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, notify, and check out more on this channel.